Welcome back to Switch to Linux. This is the weekly news roundup, and this is the privacy edition specifically. We will be having a privacy and business and Sillyville today. You can catch the show live at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. And before we jump on into the news, you can head on over to switchtolinux.com/affiliates. If you want to find the list of the affiliates, I have added 3 new affiliates to the page in the last month. Mint Mobile. I switched away from Verizon. I went over to Mint Mobile after 2.5 months of testing it to make sure it would work for me. I switched my phone over to it, and I am actually going to save over $585 this year on my cell phone bill, switching to Mint Mobile. I have a link right there on the affiliates page. I also added Pro Writing Aid. If you've seen all these commercials for Grammarly, the biggest problem with Grammarly is if you read the terms of service, it actually will tell you in the terms of service, literally anything and everything you type on any device that has Grammarly they get that full 50-word license that basically says they own it. They can do whatever they want with it, with, transferable, blah, 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 all with Grammarly. Pro Writing Aid is just about as good as Grammarly, and it has a deeply, deeply focused privacy policy. They don't take nothing. Programmer Aid is definitely cool. I've been using the free version as a browser extension to test some things out, and it seems to be working pretty good. And I added under VPNs, I added Express VPN to the affiliate list. That has been coming out and emerging lately as a very good VPN as well. I have decided for now I'm keeping private internet access unless somebody can tell me a very good, compelling reason why not to. Nord is still there. I'm just not going to be actively promoting it. And I may or may not take it off the page at some point in time. I don't know. I'm not decided on that one yet. But let's go ahead and dive on into the privacy news. And we are actually going to start with some good news for once. This is totally awesome. Protonmail debuts an encrypted calendar app. This would be a replacement for Google Docs. Now, the beta device is only available for paid users, but if you are a paid user of Protonmail, you can now look at getting the encrypted calendar app. As far as how it integrates with everything, I'm not 100% sure. My guess is it's going to use some of the same type of CalDAV stuff that Nextcloud does, would be my guess, which basically means you could use it anywhere. So that is something, if you are using Protonmail and you have the paid services, you can go check that out. That is in beta for testing. This one was sent over either on the Discord or on the just somebody sent it over to me. I forget which one. This is a new USB cable. Kills your Linux laptop if it's stolen in a public place. So basically, you attach this little device onto your computer when you're out in public. If somebody comes by and grabs your laptop, it's a kill switch. Now, it could do anything from wipe your computer entirely to log you off / shut you down. So, of course, if you have a very nice encrypted computer, like you should be doing if you have a computer out in public, if you do have a computer that is encrypted like that, then you'd probably be safe with just saying, hey, shut the thing down. If somebody takes it, they could steal the device, but they would not be able to get into that hard drive. So that is actually a pretty cool thing. So it's called Buskill. And basically, it's pretty cheap to make, but it's simply a tool that when plugged in, it's just fine. And but if somebody pulls it out, it will automatically do whatever you tell it to do, either wipe or log you out. That's kind of cool. Just bask in those good, amazing feelings of privacy because, sorry, they are over. This is interesting here. Now, of course, Oregon's been testing this type of service earlier. Utah jumped on, and in the comments, several other people are saying some different things back and forth here. So, of course, one of the downsides of these electronic cars, now, I have to stop and say, first and foremost, people that say, I got an electronic car so I can drive around without impacting the environment. How much power did it take to actually charge that car? That's a good question, because this American attitude or this Western attitude is, hey, it's water, it's electricity that's just coming out of the wall. I mean, that's free, right? It might just cost a little bit to use. No, there's big coal plants a long ways away that's churning out coal, throwing coal waste into the atmosphere to transmit that wire across the wires and charge your car. If you did an exact combustion versus EV, I don't know if it's actually going to make, it's probably just a washout in the end. And then you have to worry about all these highly, highly dangerous batteries and all of the very rare earth elements that you have to harvest and mine out of the ground to make them. So I don't really think EV cars are nearly as environmentally friendly as some people want them to. But let's just suppose for a moment that they are. The biggest problem that some of the states are encountering right now is that these EV cars are not using as much gasoline, obviously, and even can apply to hybrids. And so what's happening is states are realizing if all these people are switching to electronic cars, our taxes from selling gasoline is going to go down. So in order to account for this, many states are starting to vastly increase not only the gas price, so the rest of us who don't buy the EV cars have to pay more to subsidize the avocado toast eating, latte drinking EV car guys who saying this is perfectly safe for the environment because they don't realize that it costs carbon fuels to make electricity. Okay, but all of that being said, it's not only is it going to cost us more, but it's going to cost them more to register the car. Now, if it's truly, truly more environmentally friendly, I'm okay with paying a little bit more maybe. But what I'm not okay with is what Utah and Oregon are doing is, hey, if you'd like to not pay more, you can put this little device in your car and we'll just tax you based on the number of miles you drive. That is right. A government program to put a GPS tracker in your car to determine the taxes that you have. Now, this GPS device is going to be enabled to literally view anything and everywhere you're going, what time you're going there, the places you're going, and sure, they may be like, oh, this just logs regular data. Oh, balderdash. Yeah, right. There's nothing. They're collecting everything. It's just going to come out in some major privacy thing. This is this the same thing? No, this is a different state than the ones that was using Shoppers Club data to threaten people. Yes, that happened in the government. But yeah, so now Utah and Oregon are both giving you the people the option to put this GPS tracker inside of their car so that then they can just pay taxes on the number of miles you drove. Give me the gas tax, please. Or the higher registration fee. But that's interesting. What do you guys think about that? Would you put a state-owned GPS tracker inside of your vehicle? Let me know in the comments down there. All right. This is so amazing. I think I found this. Of course, Vince sent this over to me as well. It's just so glorious for the privacy things because, you'd think if there's one place you could go and just get away from tech, it'd be the nice warm shower. Nope. Kohler now puts an Alexa-enabled smart speaker in a shower head. Oh, yes. Oh, nice warm shower. You know what? I'm completely out of, people. I'm completely out of it. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat. Really, order unicorn meat, Alexa. We need more unicorn meat. Come on, let the unicorns fly. We need unicorn meat. Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. You can now do it from within your shower. Isn't this totally epic? People, we've lost our ever-loving minds with all of this stuff. It's insane. We do not need smart speakers completely surrounding us everywhere we're at. We do not need the ability to talk to Alexa and track everything we're doing to Amazon in the shower. What's next? A camera on the thing? Amazon might be like, oh, I see what size. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. This is a family-friendly show. All right. Well, anyway, but, so now, guys, from your shower, you too can order unicorn meat. So get yourself some unicorn meat today. Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. Lordy. All right. So Google is shutting down, how do you pronounce this name? Is it Xiamo? So Xiamo is basically a smart camera that tied into the Google system. And people were checking their Google feeds and finding some weird stranger in their baby's room. Ah! Oh, no, I just saw a picture from somebody else's camera. That's a little problematic. That's a little problematic. Okay. So basically now there is an update to the story. The update is that they said they have determined what the problem is. They don't have it resolved yet. So yeah, they're not mad at Google for shutting it down. Apparently once it's fixed, Google will re-enable it, but it's just another notice, guys. When you start having all these smart devices that are connected to these internet-based accounts, there's real stuff going out to the internet out there in the world. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. I mean, really. And on to our feature story of the day. IoT maker, Wyze? I think it is. Wyze suffers a data leak, exposes personal data of 2.4 million customers. I actually think that the data leak that is leaked here is actually infinitely worse than probably even Equihacks. It's not as big of a scope because only 2.4 million people were crazy enough to actually have these things all over their place. So basically they had, if I remember correctly, I think it was an unsecured database. A database publicly available. Now, the problem is that this company makes cameras. They also make scales. They just make a whole broad spectrum of IoT devices. And so they were collecting images of people's houses. They were collecting voice recordings. They were collecting your biometric data, how heavy you are, what's your BMI, all these types of fun things, storing it all in a giant massive database that, oh darn, wasn't secure. And so people were able to get in there and let's see, Wyze co-founder, Dongsheng Song, has confirmed the user data was not properly secured and left exposed from December 4th to December 26th. He stressed that passwords and personal finance details were not included in the leak. Well, that's good news. Passwords and personal finance details were not involved in the leaks. But what was? Well, everything but that, including biometric stuff. Has denied some parts of the security report, including the leaked API tokens, bone density information, protein intake, though it admits body metrics for a small number of beta testers were exposed, and in investigating the leak and plans to notify affected customers via email. So just a note to self, people, do not connect all of these type of IoT devices into your life. It is not it's not needed. It's crazy. You can get a scale that doesn't connect to the internet. You can get cameras that don't connect to the internet. Do that instead. I'm not saying you don't have to live without the gadgets. I'm saying keep the gadgets down to a minimum and keep them off of the internet and all that data out of some company's database. Let me know your thoughts on these and other stories in the comments below.